Hi children, good morning. Now we are going to see solutions of gases in liquids. Solutions of gases in liquids. Several gases dissolve in water. Usually based on the nature of gas, pressure and temperature, solubility varies. For example, ammonia and hydrogen chloride gas dissolve to a very large extent in water. Gases like oxygen, nitrogen, helium are soluble to a small extent only. The oxygen dissolved in water is of great biological importance as it is responsible for sustaining the aquatic life. Yes, based on the oxygen dissolved in water only, aquatic life is going on. The solubility of gas in water increases with increase of pressure and decreases with increase of temperature. This concept we have already seen in the previous topic. Based on the solubility of gases in liquids, Henry's law can be expressed. Henry's law tells at constant temperature the solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas. Once again, let me repeat. At constant temperature, the solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas. So we can write as solubility proportional to pressure of the gas. It can also be stated as the partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase is proportional to the mole fraction of the gas in the solution. The partial pressure of the gas, small p, is proportional to the mole fraction of the, mole fraction is denoted as chi, in the solution. So, small p is equal to K subscript H into psi. Or before introducing the constant term KH, that is Henry's constant, we can write this as small p proportional to psi. So, when we see about Henry's law, we can write in the form of expression as small p is equal to KH into psi. Here KH is a constant known as Henry's law constant. Next, applications of Henry's law. 4 applications we have to see. The first one is the solubility of a gas in water increases with pressure. Soft drink bottles are sealed under high pressure to accommodate more CO2 in the soft drink. To increase the solubility of CO2 in soda water and soft drinks, the bottle is sealed under high pressure. Next, if deep sea divers use air for respiration, they develop a medical condition known as BENS, which involves the blocking of capillaries. This is because air is mainly a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen. According to Henry's law, the solubility of gases increases with increase in pressure. When diver breathes air under high pressure in water, nitrogen dissolves in his blood. When the diver comes towards surface, the pressure gradually decreases. This releases the dissolved gases and leads to the formation of bubbles in the blood. This is quite painful and dangerous to life. In order to avoid BENS and toxic effects of dissolved nitrogen in blood, the tanks used by sea divers are filled with air diluted with helium. Usually, in gas tanks, helium is maintained in 11.7% and nitrogen 56.2%, oxygen 32.1%. And when we see about third application, the pressure of oxygen in air decreases in going up the mountains. At very high altitudes, low blood oxygen causes climber to become weak and make them unable to think clearly, which are symptoms of a condition known as anoxia. And fourth application, Henry's law explains the supply of inhaled oxygen to tissues. When air is inhaled, it combines with hemoglobin of the blood in lungs to form oxyhemoglobin, because in lungs the partial pressure of oxygen is high. Since partial pressure of oxygen is low in tissues, oxygen is released from oxyhemoglobin and is utilized by the cells. So there are four applications we have for Henry's law. And all the laws mostly have some limitations. Like that, when we see about limitations of Henry's law is applicable to ideal gases only. The pressure of gas is not too high and the temperature is not too low. Suppose the law should apply to real gases, the real gas must be at low pressure. At that time, the real gases approach the behavior of ideal gases. Next, second limitation, this law is not applicable to those gases which undergo a chemical change in solution. For example, the law cannot be applied to ammonia, which reacts with water to form ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4OH. So the gas should not undergo any chemical change to apply Henry's law. Third, the law cannot be applied to those gases which dissociate into ions in solution. For example, it cannot be applied to hydrogen chloride gas which dissociates into H plus and Cl minus in solution. The gas should not undergo association or dissociation in the solution. That's all about limitations of Henry's law. So, when we see about Henry's law, based on this Henry's law expression, we have some numericals. We have to solve some numericals. So, with measures of concentration numericals, we have to add Henry's law expression based numericals also. So we have to practice numericals based on these two. Thank you.